Hello, and welcome to my kill count on this movie. Today we have Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, which is a movie about Winnie the Pooh and Piglet getting abandoned by Christopher Robin, and they are, wishes become wishes. And I will explain all the deaths in the movie. So, here I go. The first death is Eeyore. The first death in Blood and Honey is of course Eeyore, their best friend. This is the focal point for Pooh and Piglet's actions and is what makes the Hundred Acre Woods animals go from innocent to murderous. After the Christopher Robin goes to college and leaves Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, Al, and Rabbit on their own, they become starving and lost without him. The creatures kill and eat Eeyore once they reach extreme starvation, but this traumatizes them and causes them to hate Christopher Robin and all humans. Pooh, Piglet, Owl, and Rabbit vow not to speak and return to their animalistic instincts, but they create a grave for Eeyore to memorialize their friend. I don't know how to say it. The second death is Christopher's wife, Mary Robin, is the first to die out of the humans visiting the Hundred Acre Wood. Christopher brings his fiancée Mary to meet his old friends, expecting the Hundred Acre Wood to be how he left it 5 years prior. However, when Mary and Christopher are alive, the Hundred Acre Wood is desolate and is obviously something has gone very wrong in Christopher's absence before the events of the successful Blood and Honey. Mary begs him to leave, but Christopher wants to investigate, and he's surprised by Piglet, who grabs Mary and chokes her to death with a chain. While Christopher watches, this sparks the beginning of Pooh and Piglet's rampage. They are able to capture Christopher. Third death is a bit of a disturbing one because it's Tina. Is the first of the college students who is attacked by Winnie the Pooh and Piglet, as she has the sheer bad luck getting lost on the way to meet the others at the cabin. Yeah, it's pretty disturbing. So, in Pooh's first attack in Blood and Honey, he chases Tina into an abandoned factory and catches her. Oh, it's getting a little bit. Pooh then smashes Tina's face in and throws her into a wood chipper. Ugh. Tina's death is extremely gory and bloody. Ugh, I told you it's gonna be very, very intense. Sets the scene of how far Pooh and Piglet will go when getting revenge on the humans in the Hundred Acre Wood. Okay, now the pool girl, Lara, is arguably has the most gruesome death in the box office success in Blood and Honey, as it is the most graphic, and the camera does not cut away from the gory details. Lara is outside the hot tub by herself, taking selfies when she spots Pooh in the background, but receives no response when she calls out. In true horror genre fashion, Lara returns to relaxing in the hot tub, only to be kidnapped, gagged, and tied up by Pooh and Piglet. Pooh slowly drives over. I don't want to say it's pretty disturbing, so I can't say. I want this video to be family friendly and not taken down. So yeah, and Lara's death is heard by the other girls and kickstarts Pooh and Piglet's chase. The fourth death is Zoe. Lara's death alerts the college students Jess and Zoe to the danger of the Hundred Acre Woods, but they get separated when Pooh attacks them. The extremity of Lara's death is prepares the. I don't want to say this, it's pretty disturbing. And Zoe is the next to face the Lone Zone, Pooh and Piglet. Pooh and Piglet have chased the girls into the cabin. Piglet manages to catch up with Alice and Zoe. He knocks Alice out and then, yeah, you know what he did to the girl with a sledgehammer. Alice survives but is taken away by Pooh and Piglet to their tree house. The fifth death is double bonus. That means fifth and sixth, I think. Blood and Honey returns to the treehouse where Alice has joined Christopher and Charlene, also played by role with Daniel Scott. Charlene has already a hostage of Pooh and Piglet, whose husband Scott was, you know what they did before the events of Blood and Honey. Maria and Jess return, manage to free the hostages, but Charlene summons Piglet to seek revenge. So unsurprisingly, it does not go Charlene's way, and Pooh manages to stop her, allowing Piglet to do something really no to Charlene. And seventh death is Piglet. Pooh and Piglet separate, Blood and Honey's twist in the Disney tale. Pooh chases Maria and Jess into the woods, and Piglet stays with the other hostages. Angry and seeking revenge, Alice bludgeons Piglet with his sledgehammer, doing something to him. It's the first time one of the humans managed to hurt the anthropomorphic animals of the Hundred Acre Woods and gives hope that Pooh could also be stopped. However, upon hearing Piglet's screams and finding his best friend unalived, Pooh is even more enraged and murderous. Oh, and Alice is the next death, the seventh, I think the eighth. I really forgot what death is this. Alice had been surprisingly lucky out of her and her friend to survive Pooh and Piglet so far, but her murder of Piglet makes her Pooh sole focus. In a very no attack, Pooh confronts Alice in the treehouse and what I can't say it's too. I just want to be the video to be family friendly, and so it will securing her to the wall. With Alice unalived and Pooh on his own, Blood and Honey becomes very focused on Pooh's personal hatred of Christopher, who managed to get away. And it's a four death now because they are it's just four in one. Logan, Tucker, John, and Colt, the gang of men who protect Maria and Jess, manage to flag down some locals and to try and save them on the road leading out of the Hundred Acre Wood. However, despite there being four of them, Pooh easily goes through and unalives Logan. Richard, playing by role Richard D. Myers, Tucker, played by Simon Ellis, John, played by Jace Rivers, and Colt, played by Marcus Macy. The locals have weapons of a crowbar, a bat, a sledgehammer, and a bottle, but Pooh swiftly attacks them, ripping off their their body parts, sending killer bees against them. Once again, Maria and Jess are alone and cut off from the rest of the world. Jess, with the locals gone, Pooh turns his attention to Maria and Jess towards the end of Blood and Honey. Maria tries to run Pooh over with a car, but he climbs in. And she crashes, knocking her out, instantly unaliving her then. Pooh grabs Jess and decapitates her by pulling her head off. Yeah, I'm sorry for saying, but this video is still family friendly. Maria wakes up just in time to have to watch what it happened. The audience does not see the local act of Jess, the actual act of Jess being decapitated, but instead they see Pooh holding Jess' head and all the blood comes with it. And I think the last death is Maria. By this point, Christopher has not been seen in a while, leaving Maria alone with Pooh after Jess' death. Pooh attempts to kill Maria, unalive Maria, which seems Maria will be unlikely to avoid until Christopher returns and crushes Pooh between two cars. It seems like Christopher and Maria can get away, but Pooh survives, showing Pooh's Michael Myers-like strength, pretty much like Jason Voorhees and everything. But yeah, and grabs Maria to vigorously cut her throat with a knife. This is the first time Pooh and Christopher truly face off. Christopher pleads Pooh to spare Maria's life, but he breaks his vow to silence, to whisper like this, "You left!" and to Christopher before slitting Maria's throat. Pooh's feelings of betrayal are amplified at this point of as reminding Christopher he left also shows he had blamed Christopher for everything that has happened in the 100 Acre Wood since. Pooh also takes her anger out and brutally doing something no to Maria's corpse. As he does not notice Christopher escaping, Pooh is now alone and mostly likely more intent on revenge on Christopher than ever at the end of Blood and Honey. So audiences can expect them to meet again in the more gruesome sequel to Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. Yeah, those were all the deaths. There will be also a sequel like Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2, which will come out in February. No, I cannot say the release date, but it's coming out in 2024. And I will also cover that. And don't forget about Bambi and Peter Pan. The Bambi the Reckoning and Peter Pan, yeah, Neverland Nightmare. Those three movies I will also cover when they come out.